you know that you still have future, so you don't need to be in a rush of making money. I'll use myself as an example. From Hearts of Oak, I had opportunity to sign a loan deal in Saudi Arabia. I played in Saudi Arabia, Etifan, and I have great 6 months with them. So after 6 months, option to sign me for 3 years with a lot of money. After the loan deal, they want to give me the contract. I said no. Why? Because I realized I'll make money. I was still young. I believe if I stayed in Saudi Arabia, I'll make the money. But what I really want, the achievements I want in football, I will not be able to do that. So
I think that was a good decision you made.
Yeah, so I have to leave it and then come and then start all over again. And then, because when you're playing in Europe, for me, I think you are in people's eyes, and then it will help you a lot. I don't think if I stayed in Saudi Arabia, Ghanaians will even come and ask me to come to
the national team. Now we are even calling players from all over the world, China and all that. Well, you said your breakthrough came very late. At what age did you, had that breakthrough? And when you saw that most of your colleagues were getting, professional clubs, going outside, and you, despite playing for the national team, you were still a local player. How did that affect your relationship with people psychologically, or how did they affect you?
Yeah, for me, I believe I still have the quality to also go to Europe and play. I believe in the qualities I have, and I believe that the appointed time is not yet in. So I took my time, and most of my friends that went to Europe, Stephen Appiah, Godwin Atram, Aziz Ansah, I was really like Awulekwe Junior. I was really happy for them, and also Afriye. I was Bafojan. I was really happy for them. Sometimes when they come home, we meet and then play football. I was like open-hearted, and then I believe that I'm also good, but the time is not yet in. So I took my time till I also find my breakthrough. Because after the 17th World Cup in Egypt, 1997, we went to the final against Brazil. We lost 2-1, like final minute. We were leading 1-0, final minute. That time we have to defend the title like back to back. Ecuador, 95, they won with Bentil, Stephen Appiah, Audu Isaka, and all those people. Then it's our turn, 1997 in Egypt. We did very well. We got to the final, and we lost against Brazil, almighty Brazil, with Ronaldinho and all those people. So after that, most of them got a professional contract to Europe, but I did not get anything. I have to come back to Accra Great Olympics again.
Did you have a family then?
That time, no. That time I was still young. I was still for girlfriend. I have.
You had.
Of course, yeah.
Seeing most of your friends after the competition, leaving the shores of the country, and you are still back home in Accra, and your girlfriend, your family, how did they take it?
It was very difficult for my family, but for me, I believe that I still have what it takes to also be in Europe, because I know that the time is not yet in. So I keep focused. I keep working hard week in, week out in my club. I make sure that every game that I play, I give 110%. So you never know who might see you and then help you. So I make sure I give everything, so that after the game, people will acknowledge, will appreciate what I've done. So it wasn't something that break me down. For me, I think it's build my confidence, and I know that so far as my friends that I started with have made it to Europe, I can also do the same thing. But that's the time, it's not right.
Okay. Now let's shift focus to your career. As I indicated earlier, I said that you've been a journeyman. Holland, Scotland, Saudi Arabia, Russia, all these, South Korea. Some people don't even know that at a point in time you played in South Korea or Holland. Where would you say this was my major breakthrough in terms of money? Getting the deal done, and at the end of it, yes, this is it. Which country or which team did you join that you made that huge man?
Oh, every move that I make is a stepping stone for me.
Okay.
And I really appreciate, because sometimes you have to start from the scratch to the top.
Yeah.
So I took my time. My first move from Ghana is to go to Israel.
Okay.
I played in Israel. I signed 2 years, but I played 1 year. Like you rightly said, I'm a journeyman.
Yeah.
If you look at it, I have to move. Every contract that I sign, I don't relax and make sure I do everything to attract another interest somewhere. So when you look at it, I did not finish. I will not finish my contract. Then another offer will come better in. Offer comes in. So from Hapoel Tel Aviv in Israel, then I had the opportunity to go to Russia. With my performance, I had a very good season with Hapoel, and we had a friendly match with some Russian team. They saw me and then they were interested in it. So from there, then I have to go to Russia. I went to Russia and then I started. My budget went up.
Yeah.
And then even within Russia, when I signed Russia, still I did not relax.
Yeah.
I was still working hard. Within Russia, I changed like 2 more clubs in Russia, all with increment of my wages. Even the first team that I signed, when I first went there, the agent proposed me to the team.
Okay.
And the president looked at me and said to the coach, "No, I'm too small to play in the Russian league." Russians, they are huge.
Very huge, yeah.
Yeah, and that time too, I'm not well known.
Yeah.
Russians, they want well-known players, popular players that they will give them huge contracts and all that. So I came in and the president was doubting if I can survive in the league. So at the time they did not even allow me to train.
Wow.
They told the coach, because the coach saw me and the coach liked me. So the president told the coach they should take me back. But the agent did well. He did not tell me anything. Put me in the hotel for 2 weeks.
Wow.
You were not training?
No training. He was telling me, encouraging me, like we're trying to negotiate. They are not. But all those things, he was trying to buy time.
Wow.
But all that I did was every morning I would go down, have my breakfast, then find some sausage and something that would keep me in the afternoon and in the evening. Because I'm not allowed to take lunch, I have to pay.
Wow.
I'm not allowed to take dinner as well. So breakfast is free. So breakfast, I go take breakfast.
You have to pack the breakfast.
Yeah, sausages and everything. So all I did was every morning when I wake up, do squats, do core exercises in the room. Squats, push-ups, core exercise. That's it. Then I will take my breakfast and then that's it. I will stay indoors 2 weeks until I had a call one morning that I should be ready around 2. Make sure I have my boots and everything from the agent. So the agent came to the hotel, picked me up. Then we went to the game. First time I saw Kriya Soweto Stadium. So it wasn't a training or anything. I don't train with the team. But 2 weeks I stayed there and then straight into the game. So all those days, those times, the agent was convincing the management. I can make it. I can make it. And I went to the game.
For the 2 weeks, you were paid nothing.
Nothing.
You were just
I've not signed any contract.
Yeah.
I've not signed it. I had strong confidence that the coach have seen me. The coach even called me that way. But when we got there, the president was like, no, this guy, I don't think he can fit into the club. That was what the agent told me. But the coach cannot come to me and tell me because he doesn't want players to feel bad and all that. And the agent too doesn't want me to feel bad, so I went to the game. After 45 minutes, the president came to the dressing room and told the coach, change Kingston. He said he should sub me. So I was like, no. African mentality, if you are subbed, we thinking then I'm not doing well. That's why,
Yeah.
So I was like, Then the president said I should go and take my shower. He's waiting for me in the parking lot. So I took my shower, went to the parking lot, and I saw a Mercedes parked somewhere. Bodyguard came out, opened the door for me. I sat inside, and we drove off to his office. Contract and everything is prepared. Then.
So how much did they offer you there?
It's okay. It's much better than what I was taking in Israel. It's much better. And after I started playing, the president fell in love with me, and he always tell me, okay, give me 3 good games in a month. You know, every month you have to play 4 games. 3 good games in a month, I will change your contract for you.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was earning the money I signed for. Within 6 months to the end of the season, I double up the
Wow. Then you made a lot of money in Russia. So now, I mean, coming home, getting a place in the national team, I mean the Black Stars. How did that happen? I mean, how did you get yourself in the Black Stars? When you were you sitting, you're somewhere someday and you got a call that, hey, Larye Kingston, we've been monitoring you and we think you are good, and so, I mean, you've been called up into the national team. How was the feeling like?
Yeah, you know, if you want to get a player, you always have to do scouting, and I believe because I did well in the domestic league, people still have me in their mind that, okay, Larye Kingston is a good player and all that. Now it's no more, it's outside and all that. So I quite remember before we start the 2006 World Cup qualifier, that time I was already in Russia. So I came down for holidays, and then I had a call from the FA that we playing against Burkina Faso away.
Okay.
So I should join the team in La Palma. And I find it from the FA, from the GFA. That's all. I should join the team. The Black Stars are campaigning. That time they have a coach Barreto.
Okay.
That was the first game in the qualifier, 2006 qualifier against Burkina Faso. So they were about to travel in 2 days. They called me today. They were about to travel in 2 days. So I told them I'm on holidays, and if my team get to know that I'm playing for my national team without any invitation to the team, I might have problem and all that. So they were training at Accra Sports Stadium. I went there, meet the management, spoke with the coach, and told them my reason. So they were like, oh, I should even be part of the team. You will not use me, but I know the moment I get there, they will use me. And I'm someone that I love football. The moment I'm part of the team, I'll go, and then I wanted to play. So I got there, I spoke to them, and then they went. So I told them, okay, I'm going to Russia. The next game, I'll come and play. If I have the invitation, proper invitation and everything, I'll come down and play. I love my country, and that's what I'm working for. Every player's dream is to be in the national team. So I was really, really excited. At that point, I was even very excited about that. So I went there, and then the next game against Congo, I finished training, and then my team, the technical director, called me and said, oh, you have invitation to go to the national team. I was really, really excited because this is what I want in my career, and then now it's there. So that was how I got into the team. So after that, Barreto left, and then during that period, before I would get that invitation from Villa Soweto, there was a friendly game, Abedipele 11, Tony Yeboah 11, at Accra Sports Stadium, and then I was invited to play in that game. I had a very good game. So that time, Djokovic had come in. Okay. So Djokovic and the former president of the FA, Kwesi Nyantakyi, and Papse, they were there, and then they watched the game. So after the game, I had a call. I was coming home, and then I had a call that from Papse, Fred Papu, that we should meet. The coach is interested in me, we should meet. So I met them and then we spoke. The coach was like, okay, I think you are a good player. You'll be good for my team. So, and I said to him, okay, I'm happy to be part of the national team as well. So that was how everything happened. Yeah.
Right from there, you gave Ghanaians the stuff you're made of. And I remember at the Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt, you gave your all, but that unfortunate incident against Senegal, I'm trying to remember the name of that player,
Abi Bey,
Bey,
he was playing in Marseille.
Yeah, which denied you the chance to play at the 2006 World Cup. That is still haunts you when you think about it.
We're talking about World Cup, so every player's dream is to be
at the World Cup.
Yeah, every player's dream. So definitely it's one of my worst moments in my career, and sometimes I don't like talking about it because it has already happened and I've moved on. I'm still focusing on what I have to do, but that incident, for me, I think we should have prevented it.
Because I mean, sometimes maybe you get the feeling that yes, I could have been part of the team even though I was serving a part, and probably, who knows, before we progress or as we progress, you get the chance to play.
Yeah, but that time, our first time qualifying to the World Cup, and World Cup is huge platform. You have all the best
Big
countries,
names,
big names and everything. So most Ghanaians or even everyone in this country doesn't believe that we'll go through in our group stage. So it was very difficult for them. They felt, okay, I've been banned. I can't play the first group games, so there's no point of them taking me to the World Cup. But it happened to be like we progress to the round of 16. So for me, it's something that most of the management will regret. But even before they moved to Germany, I had an invite from the president, Kwesi Nyantakyi, that I should join the team. I should be part of the team, go do everything with the team. But that time, my team is having a training camp in Italy, so I have to be with the team, and the team too know that I'm out of the national team. So if they would have given me that invitation earlier, I can give it to the team, and then they will trust me. They will understand that. But that moment was my worst.
Your worst
moment in my career. Yeah.
Well, you are still watching the Untold Stories with me, Michael Isiaochiri, with me, Betty Yosin. I don't know why I am calling myself Michael Isiaochiri. With me, Betty Yosin, and my colleague Michael Isiaochiri, and we have Larye Kingston, former Ghana international. But Larye, there's one more question I want to ask before we go for a commercial break. I mean, Michael mentioned earlier on that he calls you guys the Trinity. You, Sule, and Apia. I mean, what do you think was the secret for you, for your success in Europe?
For me, I think acceptance. We accept each other like we're friends. I will have Michael Essien because most people call us the quartet. When you look at it, Essien and Sule Mutari, they were very close, even off the pitch. They do everything together, and then myself and Stephen Apia were very, very close. We do everything together, So in football, it's a team sport, and when you genuinely love someone, everything you have, you share with the person, right? Yeah, so that was the secret. I always say that. Myself and Stephen, we were very close. Sule and Essien were very, very close as well. So when you look at it, Essien is playing 6 and Sule is playing 11 wide from the left. Wide right, and Stephen is 8. So Stephen is close to me, Essien is close to Sule. So that unity is there. Sometimes during the game, if Stephen is in the middle, he's tired, he can call me like, Charlie, I think you know, like go in the middle and
support
let me
you,
chop.
yeah.
So and we go. So that's the telepathy we have. That's the relationship we have. So we carry that on the field of play as well. So for me, I think that's the secret. It's not that we are extraordinary or we have something that.
And over the years, are we lacking that? I mean, that how do you even call it? I mean,
Unity.
unity,
Yeah.
that coordination. Because since you guys exited, it seems we've been struggling.
I remember when watching your game on GBC, a lot of people on social media, I mean GTV Sports, a lot of people on social media were like, this was the best team we had. This was the best team we had. And after you guys left, I mean,
It seems like the try and error thing has been
it's
very
been over
occurring
and over and over and
over the
over. We've been
years.
trying players over and over. We've not been able to have that solid team that we had in your time.
Yeah, that's why I said it's acceptance. In our time, for me, I think we love each other. Even players that we are not friends. We make sure everyone is comfortable. Even the local players that join us, we make sure we make the atmosphere like very comfortable atmosphere for everybody to be comfortable to express himself. And with that squad, for me, anytime they trying to we have international break, we'll be calling each other, Charlie. We were anxious to meet each other. So and when you come to camp, you can see the
unity.
The unity and everything. We free-minded. We go to the game. So, like I said earlier on, if you really genuinely love someone, everything you have, you wanted to share. You wanted to share with the person. And football, we have only one object in the middle of
That's the ball.
22 players or even 11 players. You see, so the moment I have the ball and I have I like you or I love you, definitely it's easy to give you passes. When you score, I'm happy for you.
Sure.
When you dribble someone, people are applauding for you, I'm happy for you.
Happy,
With that it comes naturally.
When you look back,
that's why there is a thing in team building. We call it team building. Team building, sometimes coaches can create something. The whole team should go and play golf.
Okay.
Not football.
Yeah.
The whole team should go
and swim.
Go swim. Go karting. Wall climbing.
That is to create that. Okay.
Yeah, team bonding. It's team bonding. It's good to have, because we can be in a group, but I'm very close to you. You are my friend. Not everyone can be my friend, but as a coach, you need to make sure you make the atmosphere for everybody to accept each other.
When you look back, do you think that you succeeded as a player, or you think there was something you could have done better?
For me, I'm really, really happy with my career. Whatever I want to be, when I was young, I want to be a good footballer that people will know first, locally. Then I achieved it. When I say locally, like Greater Accra. And even when I was young, I was well known. They used to call me Larye Machine. I was well known, like when I was very young. So I achieved that. When I got to, my aim is to, that time I wanted to play in the local league. One of the best clubs in Ghana is Asofo. It was my dream to play there. I achieved that.
No doubt about that. One of the best clubs in Ghana.
Oh yeah, one of them, but if not the best. If not the best, So I achieved that, and then after that I wanted to play in the national team, which I played from the youth level, under 17, under 20, Olympic team, and then the senior national team. I achieved that. I wanted to play in Europe as well. I achieved that. You understand me? The only thing that for me is disappointing to me is to play in the World Cup.
Which you never did.
Yeah, and it's very hard for me to accept it, because I was part of the team that played every single game to qualify the country for the first time in the World Cup.
Do you think if you were part of the 2010 squad, we could have gotten better? Like a better position
I
or
never
a
know.
place?
It could happen that
Maybe
even first three games will
maybe
come
you
home.
would have been the lucky one, or
Eh, I can't say that. Maybe I will do my part, but it could have happened that even first three games we are home.
And I look at
Yeah.
So
I
I will make sure I will give everything that I have. The contribution that I was doing in the qualifier and everything, I will do the same. For me, I always want to, as far as on the pitch, I have to give everything and then leave everything.
During
there.
your time, did you have that relationship with the FA president? Was there a relationship like that?
Oh yeah, that was the secret. You know, the management, the former management and our time management, the way my senior players will tell you the management were not that close with them. Our time, our management were our friends. For me, I think that's one of the key things that helped us a lot. You know, in our time, former president Kwesi Nyantakyi, Papse, Randy Abbey, when we are traveling, you can see us interacting and all that. And not only that, sometimes we can call each other and then we talk something different, not only football. You know, so
Personal life
looks like we
and
have
all that.
relationships. with
How,
most of the
how
players.
did you feel when he was hit with all those, I mean, thing that was hit? He was hit. When you were sitting back, a former player, I mean, being under him, the former FA president,
Yeah, for
that
me-
relationship that you had, and then there was this whole controversies around him, there was this whole expose around him. How did you feel? As a
Yeah,
former player?
I felt very bad. Something like that shouldn't happen to you because for me, I think he's done very, very well. If you compare him to previous FA chairmen that have passed, he's achieved a lot, even more than all of them. He's achieved a lot. We're dreaming for a World Cup qualification. He was there. He put Ghana on the map, on the world map itself. You know, so for me, I think he done very, very well. You know, so. People will still remember him for that unless someone else will have to break whatever he done.
let me find out from you the Black Stars before we come to your family. I mean, to know your family, the Black Stars. What do you think we can do to make sure at least we break that chains of winning the AFCON title since 1982? What should we do?
For me, I think it's team building and very good scouting.
Very good scouting.
Yeah, very good scouting. We should consider people that are very active in their teams.
Okay.
Players that are playing week in, week out. For me, I think that's the only way you find the best out of players. In our time, we have players. Most of the players, the starting 11, everyone is playing regular in his team. But currently, I look at them and I see players not being regular in their team. But they come to the national team and then they will be playing. So I think that's the only thing. And also, we should have a signature football. Now football has changed a lot, so we should have someone that will say, okay, this is how Ghana national team is playing, and then we should give coaches some time, because sometimes when you are building a team, at least you need like 3 to 5 years. That's when the players will understand your philosophy, what you are bringing on board. They will understand you, and then coaching, when you first take a team, it will take time before the players will understand you. So the first 2-3 months for you being with the players, you do a lot of talking. But after that, they will understand even your daily periodization, when you are periodizing your training program, daily, weekly, and then yearly, weekly, monthly, and then yearly. They will understand what you want to bring on board.
So maximum, we should give CK like 5 years to build.
Oh yeah, why not? 3 to 5 years. For me, 3 years is okay, and then you monitor how he's faring. Then you are. So for me, I think 3 years is very good for him to bring what he believes in to the players and to the whole nation. So from there, then we see how they're progressing. If you give them the players who adapt to his style of play and everything, the coach will have confidence in them, the players have confidence in the coach. Ghanaians will understand his philosophy, and then we go. We look at Germany. How long German coach have been handling them? For a long time. So most of the players and the management of the FA, they know his style, they know what he's bringing on board. So give him time, and then give him time to build his team, and then we all see what he brings on board.
That switch to coaching, and now, I mean, many would be thinking that, well, with what you have done so far and your experience and all that, you would want to coach a club, maybe in the league, the local league or sort of, but you decided to rather coach, I mean, Right to Dream students. What informed that decision?
For me, I think everyone have to start from somewhere, and everyone have to learn. The reason why I decided to start with Right to Dream is a place that it's an academy, and as a young coach, you need to learn. I'm not in a rush. Right to Dream is a project that is helping a lot of African players, and they go down to less privileged people to give them future. And their aim is to give them future. When you can make it in football, we have a club in Denmark that we put the players there, play there for some time, and then put them in the European market. If you can make it in football, we put you in colleges in America and then United Kingdom as well. So it's a place that when you are there, and also coaches, they try to groom coaches as well. They give coaches opportunity to acquire their coaching badges, and the style of coaching over there is amazing. So for me, I think it's an honor to be part of it, and I'm not in a rush. I want to take it a day at a time, like the way I did it with football, my playing time. I want to take it a day at a time, and then develop myself very well. I have a plan. I'm not in a rush. I have a plan to acquire my coaching badges to pro license within 3 years, and I've put plans in place. At the moment, I have a CAF license B. I'm supposed to do the A like 2 years ago or a year ago, when before this crisis and the ban and everything started. Like right now, I have my CAF license, but I'm preparing for my UEFA badges as well with Right to Dream. And Right to Dream is sponsoring everything.
Wow.
They're trying to groom me and then make sure I become the better coach that I will be. And then coming down to local scene, like you rightly said, taking up a team in the local scene. Why not? I'm a coach. I wanted to acquire all the knowledge and then learn very well. So when I'm ready to come out of it, and I'm passing on
that
knowledge to the young up and coming players. Sometimes, okay, it's very good to play football, but not every player will be a very good coach. So I'm being patient, trying to go through that. So whenever I'm ready for it, I will go in for the local scene. I want to change something. Every coach has his philosophy, and I also have a philosophy. I've started it, and I'm building myself slowly, and hopefully within 2-3 years I'll be there.
How did you meet your wife?
Hey, Betty, is that how you are?
Was there a betweener or?
Oh no,
you did the talking yourself.
Yeah. I'm.
It's a sharp guy.
Yeah, no, I'm the type of person that I go for whatever I want.
Okay.
It's very long.
Wow.
Very long and strange.
Wow.
At that time I was playing for Arts of Folk.
Okay.
And I grew up in Jamestown.
Yeah.
So I finished training with Arts. We had a training section in the morning, and then I decided to go to the beach, like Jamestown, like Lighthouse, to find fish. I love fish, like cooked fish.
Okay.
Yeah. So mostly I grew up with most of the guys,
the fishermen.
So I have a lot of friends in it, so I decided to go there and then find fish. And most of them are Hearts fans. So when I go there, I don't pay.
They dash you plenty.
So I said, well, let me take the opportunity and then go and then get some. So when I got there late. Most of the like normal canoe guys they've come already. They've sold their fish and everything. So I said, oh, let me swim a little bit and then go. So as I was swimming, and then I met one of my cousins. He was going to the other side. With them they go like 1 week. They call them lagas. They go 1 week and then bring this long big fish, red fish and all that. So he said, oh, he's going there to buy and then come and sell at Osuari. When I was young, I've sold
fish.
Yeah, at Osuari. I was one of the boys that hold pans.
Oh, wow.
And then selling fish.
Fresh fish.
Fresh fish, yeah.
I'm just wondering how you were. I mean, selling it. Yes, fresh fish. How are you?
Oh no, we target those posh cars.
Then you run to the car.
We follow them
Oxford
when they
Street.
come to Oxford Street.
Yeah.
When they come to Koala and all that.
Yeah.
There was a is it pick something pick?
Quick and pick.
Quick and yeah.
Just along
the
Street,
road.
yeah.
Then when we see posh cars, we wait for you go to grocery shopping. When you're coming out, definitely you buying grocery shopping, grocery to the house. Then normally you need fish. You know, so we go and then knock the. Oh, I've been part of it.
Wow.
My cousin put me in, and now my cousin is in the States, Colorado now.
So that's how you got to meet your wife.
Yeah. I went to the beach and I saw him. That time I've stopped. When I was playing arts, I made it. I was playing as a superstar. That time, Arts of Folk. That time, Arts of Folk. Hey, Arts. If you played for Arts of Folk that time, hey, you're a star. Like, it's a pity that now, but slowly we'll get there again. That time, if you play for Arts of Folk, people see you, they respect you and all that. I finish game and I have to go to Mokola and then go just walking around to make money from people at the shop. They see you, hey, if I have a good game.
Wow.
You don't have a good game,
don't go out.
I will walk around, So as I was saying, I saw my cousin. Cousin took me. They said, oh, let me buy the fish and give you some to take home. So as I was going, then I spotted a nice, pretty girl standing somewhere. Wow! I was like, wow. How can this nice girl be on the beach selling fish
at this time?
Yeah. So my cousin was like, no. The mother owned these canoes.
Okay. Oh wow.
So sometimes when she come down from school, she comes to ride and then keep the money, take stock and everything, and then actually happened to be she's the one taking care of the money.
Wow.
Yeah. The mother they have a house at Usuari. Yeah. The mother was like one of the big women in Usu there. Yeah. So when I saw her, I was like, wow.
This is ordained by God.
Yeah. So I said, okay. When my cousin told me, oh, she's not someone that she's from school, after school that she come and then help. Yeah, so okay. So I tried to go close to him, and then the mother turned and looked at me like I was really, really wretched. Like I finished training, I was dirty.
Yeah.
I went to the beach, I swim a little bit, and then I was wet. And then the woman was looking at me, who is this vagabond looking for my daughter? Yeah. So from there, I wasn't able to talk to her, but I managed to. I was looking at her. I wanted to go, and then when I saw the action, I said, okay, let me give her some time. Then I wrote my number on the paper, gave it to one of my friends that I was working with. So give it to her, let her call me, and then he did that.
So that's where you started that from.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw her. Then immediately, I think she told me later that she threw the
number away.
Wow. I was waiting for her for nothing else. So after I think 2 months, I was training at Art Center, and then my cousin came to me and was like, you remember that girl the senior brother is having an outdooring. So that's where we can see the girl again.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I have to go. So I have to send my that time, after the under 20, I saved some money and then bought a Opel cadet car.
Okay.
So it's a taxi. I use it for taxi to make something small. And I have a small car, Tico car that I got from 1999.
Okay.
And under 20.
Yeah. So it was so steady.
Yeah, someone gave it to me
wow.
Yeah, someone gave it to me after that. So that was my private car, and my Opel
was your taxi.
Was my taxi that every day I would get something for the house, for fuel. Yeah, so I told my cousin, okay, go. That time I was living with my dad at Teshi. I have a small room with Olele. I was sharing the same porch with Olele. Olele's room and my room, which was shared the same porch.
Okay.
Yeah, so I sent my cousin to get my best dress. So after training, I went to the corner, shower, put water on me, like cleaned up. And then I went to the outdoor. I went there and then I met her there again. We sat and then we spoke. So from there, I took her to their house. That's when I get to know
the family.
The family. So every day I go to training, I'll call her. I wanted to come to take my shower there. The family accepted me because most of her uncles,
they watch her to folk.
They support us.
Oh.
So that makes it very easy.
Very easy for you.
Wow. Yeah.
So how have you been able to keep your marriage life out of the public eye? Because footballers and their marriages and all that, but then we hardly hear your marriage in the news. I mean, how have you been able to keep that?
I'm the type of person that, for me, for every relationship to last, it should be very simple. So, and I was lucky to have a woman that doesn't want very quiet person, introvert type. Very quiet person she's always in his zone. She doesn't want to be, make a lot of friends. So for me, I was very lucky, and trust me, even when I started getting to the top, she've not even come to the stadium to watch me. Not even on TV, even if I'm playing. She doesn't like watching me. She's not watched me like play football. Sometimes when I was in Scotland and Russia, I travel everywhere with her, with the kids. When we started having children, travel everywhere. I signed a contract today, the next day my family have to be with me. That's when I feel comfortable and then concentrate. So that's me. She's never watched me before, but she's someone that doesn't want it. She always tells me, you are the star, I'm not. I don't want to be there. Unlike some of my colleagues that their wives wanted to be there, always creating things. My wife, she doesn't want to be in the public eye. So only my close friends know her, but she's a very cool and quiet person. Very free. She always wants people around her, but for her to be out there, no.
I think you've gotten a very good wife, an understanding one.
Oh, yeah.
Because most women wouldn't want you. I mean,
but it's the choice that you make.
Yeah, it's true.
It's the choice that most women, they would like to come out.
Yeah, out there. Yeah. I am Olele's wife. I mean,
Olele's wife too. She's very quiet. When you look at it, she's.
That's what I'm saying. That means I'm not Olele's wife. I'm a Pierre's wife. I mean,
exactly.
I am Kingston's wife. So I have to be seen.
Yeah, but everyone is different.
Yeah.
And I was lucky for that. So
yeah.
It's good. That's how come we known each other for like 25 years.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. So, Kingston, who is your favorite artist in Ghana?
Artist?
Yes.
I love music. I love everyone.
Who do you love?
Is it Stonebwoy, Shatawale?
Now you have a lot of musicians.
I love music. I like to listen a lot.
So which of them is your favorite?
Reggae or dancehall? I mean, musically, which artist?
Every music that is very nice. Good lyrics. Sometimes they are show business people. So sometimes everything that I love it. I love all of them.
Shatawale, Stonebwoy, which one will you go for?
I love all of them. All of them are my friends.
Oh, okay.
I love all of them. They are nice people, and sometimes people create argument between
Yeah.
them and all that. But trust me, they love each other.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I know what I'm talking about. They love each other, but sometimes, you know, it's also in our football domain.
Okay.
Sometimes our friends that have been following us will go and say things
Yeah.
about people that they believe they are challenge, are competitors.
Okay.
Then it will create something between. But trust me, when you meet them,
It's a different thing.
yeah. For me, I don't think, you know, sometimes they will use it as okay, let's create attention for ourselves. But trust me, they love each other. It's a game, and they know.
Okay. Well, before we end the show, you have to give me one Shatawale song. I mean,
Shatawale song. Pa 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 pa. Oh, pa 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 is not a song.
that's the signature. But then there was one last question I forgot.
Shata. Oh, Shata.
So
Songs
Pam
that.
Pam 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 is the only
No,
song.
Papa is every song he puts
Yeah, he
in,
says
right?
Pam 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 Pam.
Yeah. Oh, a lot. But sometimes when you started singing it, that's when. Yeah. That's when.
Are you very close?
Bandana from Ghana.
Oh. You like his old bandana.
Yeah. People like Shatawale in the community, you know, people that will always make the community lively. You know? So you need him. You need someone like Stoneboy who is calm and you know, this calm. People see him as very calm,
Yes.
but it's not.
He's not calm at all.
Yeah. There's a line that will cross, you see the other side.
The other side.
You know, we all saw it when
At the video.
at the BGM, you know. So you can see people that are very calm, but and Shatta, that's him. You know, he wanted to say everything as it is. Stone is very calm. He's passing on his message, but Sarkodie too have his style and all that. He's a rapper. You know, I love music, so and Tiny as well.
Yeah.
Tiny was my close friend, you know.
Okay.
And I used to 24/7. Anytime I come down to Ghana, Tiny was.
So if you hadn't chosen football, you would have become a musician, I guess.
Oh no, I'm very rubbish. A boxer though.
A boxer.
Yeah.
If not for football, you would have been a boxer.
Yeah, I grew up in a boxing community, so.
Who are you going to fight?
I grew up in a boxing community. Buko.
That's Buko.
That's where I grew up. So every male child in Buko,
Dream
I've
of
tried it
becoming
before.
a boxer.
Yeah, of course. So that's what you surround yourself with.
Okay, so I mean we have a world champion in the making in life.
Oh yeah, I know one or two acts like yeah.
It's been great coming your way with the maiden edition of Told Stories, where we have one of our legends, Larye Kingston, sharing several stories that have never been told while he was playing as a